Welcome to another edition of Breaking News brought to you by Source Selection Soundbites. Today we will discuss the C1 Squared case decided at the Armed Services Board of Contract Appeals, or ASBCA. The agency awarded a contract to C1 Squared which included option years and earnable award terms. The contract said that award terms would be earned by satisfactory contract performance in accordance with the Award Term Plan, or ATP, and the determination of the award term, determining official, or ATDO. Per the contract, the decision of the ATDO was not delegable. The contract also set a schedule for award term evaluations. C1 Squared met the requirements for the award term in the base year and the first option year. Therefore, in their view, as long as the government had a continuing need for the requirement and the funds were available, they were entitled to the exercise of the award term. Nevertheless, the CO, who is not the ATDO, sent a communication stating its contract would end at the expiration of the option period because its prices were determined to be unreasonable. Shortly thereafter, C1 Squared filed a claim with the government for the unexercised award term periods. The CO's final decision denied the claim. The CO's final decision was appealed to the ASBCA. The appellant, C1 Squared, seeks additional compensation for services of certain contract personnel allegedly owed under the contract. The government asserts that appellant was fully and properly paid for the services provided. Under this case, appellant seeks lost profits on award terms improperly denied by the government. The government asserts that the government's decision to deny award terms was consistent with the contract. En route to finding against the agency, the ASBCA opined that simply stated, the government owed appellant an award term decision in accordance with the contract. The government did not fulfill this duty to appellant. Indeed, the government, for the most part, ignored the ATP provisions of the contract. Under the ATP, the award decision was to be made by the ATDO, who was the only person authorized to issue the decision on the award term. That authority expressly was not delegable. The ATDO did not issue the award term decision as required. Hence, that decision was unauthorized by the express terms of the contract. In addition, there was no evidence that a price evaluation had been performed to determine prices were unreasonable. However, there was evidence that the government had performed market research and determined the appellant's pricing to be fair and reasonable several times. Given these facts, the ASBCA determined the government materially breached the contract and abused its discretion. Therefore, the claim was granted. Now let's address a few of the lessons learned from this claim. They include: 1. A decision to refuse to award an award term performance period is reviewable. 2. The government must follow the contract in terms of how an award term period is earned and granted. And 3. The government must produce and maintain all supporting documentation for its award term decisions. In this episode of Source Selection Soundbites, we discuss the C1 Squared case and the rules for awarding and exercising earned award terms. This concludes today's Source Selection Soundbite. If this video was helpful, hit the like and subscribe button to ensure you don't miss any new material. If you want more details on the subject, they are available on the Source Selection Answer app. It contains lectures, quizzes, court cases, sample documents, and more material that allows practitioners to quickly obtain actionable knowledge. Thanks for watching. See you next time.